Jaedong and ForGG on map number 4 now. Heavy rain. And starting to the bottom of the map, we have our Millennium Terran in play. It is ForGG, the Korean here with a 2-0 starting lead in the series. Now a 2-1 situation since Jaedong was able to win the last map, was able to dominate on Altazim's stronghold. Starting to the top of the map, we have Jaedong. The Tyrant here is starting in blue. And probably starting things off once again here with the hatch first. I would be surprised if he goes for an early pull on a map like this.
On a map like this, where it's almost inevitable that his shenanigans would get scouted, would be very, very unusual.
Yeah, this is the one thing why usually I really dislike a 10-pull opening, because on a map like this, if a Terran player really decides, okay, I want to play greedy, I want to go into that command center first, very, very few Terran players will build that command center on the low ground and be this greedy. Most of them will just say like, all right, I'm going to build my CC first, but I'm going to build it as part of my wall on the high ground. And if you go for a 10-pull behind this, then you have a big, big problem on your hand, because you have no chance of doing that.
But there's something weird going on here.
Yeah. We have actually Jaedong scouting for a proxy barracks.
Oh, right, okay. I was like, e.g. cats? Or like proxy hatchery?
I don't think he's going to go for a proxy hatch. For a second, it looked a little bit like he wants to sneak over to the third and take his first base there, which also wouldn't have much made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But right now, he just scouts with the drone. He plays it very, very safe. And it's very smart if you think about it. He started very aggressive in the last game, and he's like, well, there is a chance that you try to give me a taste of my own medicine. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the normal position where we would see a proxy barracks and then take my base behind that.
Yeah, and it costs him a little bit of resources, but if he saw the double 11 barracks, it'll be like the greatest thing ever for him. He can start his spawning pool and basically get a free win. So he was trying to do that, see if ForGG tried to get a cheap closing out of the series here.
I really love the graphic bugs, by the way, that we have at those gases. It looks like the SCVs and the drones that are mining gas, like the hero and SCVs and drones, like twice as strong as the normal one, and that's why they carry these huge things. You don't have that on your screen?
No, it's only on your laptop. Oh my god.
Okay, I was actually talking about it already earlier, and nobody really got what I was talking about.
Yeah, I didn't get it too.
I have really, really weird things that they're carrying out of those gases, and I just realized that on the previous screen we have just the normal showing.
On Calder's screen, every worker is carrying a mountain.
Yeah, exactly. It's like 3 or 4 times as huge as the normal gas that you would see there. So I have heroes working on my screen.
That's because your workers lift, just like
yeah,
you.
my workers lift, exactly.
All right.
Especially the SCVs, you can't even see the SCVs because how big the chunks are that they get out of the refinery.
All right, but luckily only on your screen. Now the Reaper coming in, trying to get some drone kills. Should not get any. Normally that would be a bit of a mistake, as Zerk has plenty of opportunities to save their workers, either put them in the gas or run them away for a while, heal up, or even morph them into a building for a bit.
Did you sometimes also have these graphical areas in the early game of Starcraft? Sometimes it was like that the buildings were like in rainbow colors. Did you have that?
No, I didn't have that.
It was so
you
funny
sure it
when that
wasn't
happened.
the acid you were having?
I'm pretty sure. It was always super funny when that happened, but I think they fixed those a long time ago. But yeah, for now we have ForGG, of course, with the reactor, with the factory here, trying to just supplement the Reapers with a few additional Hellions to put pressure on. And you know, with the Reapers here in the main base, he could actually get a couple of drone kills if he's lucky. And yep, the first one's going to go down here. Well done. But ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Trying to block here.
Citizen's arrest failed.
Yeah, not quite successful, but still. That Reaper is actually getting away.
He's
Another
playing with
kill
fire.
on the Lynx.
He's really playing with fire. Sometimes, I swear to you, I feel like Terrans are doing it on purpose. They're like skirting the edges of death just to make you more frustrated. It's like they'd rather be almost dead than totally safe, even if they could be safe, just to make you be like, almost, and then just getting out of reach.
It's so frustrating when those Reapers escape, and they are so annoying. There's nothing more satisfying than if you shut down Reaper aggression early on in the game and you get a quick surround, for example.
Yeah. See? No. Exactly.
It's a little bit like getting back in the days that early on surround against the Demon Hunter that was trying to harass you, right?
Exactly. And the crowd is awake already. The biggest applause yet. Yeah, that was a really great job by ForGG, saving those Reapers. And a far cry from what happened in Game 1 and 2, where he lost both Reapers in relatively early fashion. Speedlink's now out, and will he lose them? Oh no! Again, a close save by the Hellions.
And
great
really
start.
frustrating there for Jaedong, of course, but still, like, it's just about ForGG and his unit control here, and that's something they can really make work. But we have now the Roach Warren already on the production tab, and with 3 additional gases taken, this is going to become quite interesting. He's building a lot of Overlords right now, Jaedong that is, so he will have that spare supply that he can use. And if you look at the harvest account, we already have like 45, so it's not going to go into massive volume or anything like this. But with a speed upgrade here for the Roach Warren, he could actually try to push out a bit. But he doesn't even show it, he doesn't hide it or anything. So Roaches alone will just enable him to push this back, but he also could just knock at his opponent's front door and say like, show me what you got. What exactly do you have built up in terms of defense? Can I actually kill a few units here?
Yeah, and there isn't that many units here for Jaedong, as he was expecting to start a big swell of Roaches. And the Zerglings were kind of inadequate there to prevent a Queen from dying. The timing of the Roach Warren was the same as on the Habitation Station game, but he doesn't have a third now, and his lair is already finished, so there's the difference. And as you said, Speed Roaches will be the name of the game for now. How exactly is he going to use them? We're going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, the thing is, he's once again up against an opponent. Oh my god.
No way.
I love it. Nidus, look at that. So even hiding it with the Overlord creep spread there. And look at the bottom right of the map.
Exactly.
We have 3 Overlords positioned in really good spots here, so he can get a Nidus network in. The vision of ForGG is going to be everything. And I love that Jaedong is just switching up his MO like this. But we have also, for ForGG, a lot of additional supply depots being built to just see exactly what happens in his main base. And it's all about Jaedong getting a good Nidus network in somewhere. And that's not going to be easy. Probably going to try it at the bottom right of the main base or even at the natural. And there it is. Is it going to be in vision? I'm pretty sure that he can see that.
Instant SCV pool, which will be enough to take it down. This is very bad for Jaedong. He's going to have to make the next one outside of ForGG's base.
But even if you build it outside of the base, it's still very, very strong. We've seen play like this on maps like Antigua Shipyard, for example. For a long time, Zerg players were just going straight outside of the natural with a Nidus network and then do damage. Once again, another Nidus going down in the main base. Here come the Roaches. At the natural, on the other hand, the main base has been spotted, and there's ForGG with his army. But Jaedong is already moving in with his Roaches straight at that front. He could focus down that bunker, but he doesn't do it. He's trying to go into the main base once again, diverting the attention of the Terran player towards that wall. But Jaedong has a big problem since ForGG is so map aware that he sees every single Nidus network, and those things cost a lot of money.
Yeah, not trying to do some actual real pressure on the front there. I feel like that hurt him a little bit because it allowed ForGG to allocate his forces to really defend everywhere where he needs to. He needs to launch a real assault there and use that as a distraction to put up another Nidus network somewhere. And that's what he's doing now. Another one going up in the main. Roaches breaking through the first bunker, but ForGG aware, bringing back some of the forces, but he needs those to defend as well. Second bunker going down.
There are 4 bunkers in total. Now there are 3 left, but there are so many forces. There's even a siege tank on the high ground right now. Jaedong, in my opinion, has no chance of actually making this work. With the tank on the high ground, he's going to lose so much here. And all of those Nidus networks already failed. ForGG with a great map awareness, but Jaedong finding that sweet spot behind the mineral patches where the siege tank can't reach him, and he can shut down the income at the natural for the Terran player.
Yeah, catastrophe is looming here for Jaedong. His Roaches are stuck, no way to get out. Another network being thrown up, but he's losing the brunt of his forces. Economically, surely he's behind. He doesn't have a third. He doesn't have the work account. A massive amount of mules being dropped here, and it looks like ForGG is too much on top of everything.
GG and ForGG, he goes to the semifinals at the Aces RG 2014, takes down Jaedong with a 3-1. Incredible performance here by the Terran player, so map aware, not missing a single Nidus network. Even when Jaedong was attacking at the front, he did not for a second be distracted in his main base. He just didn't lose that.